Welcome to M2 Hockey and HockeyShare.com. In today's video, we're going to talk about basic D-zone coverage from a wing perspective. So when I say basic D-zone coverage, what I'm referring to is wings are covering the points, center's responsible for helping out the defenseman down low. So we're going to take a look and we're going to break down this positioning, this coverage, in a real basic scenario. So what I like to do is break it down into something very easy to remember for the players. So what I do in the D-zone for my wingers is I talk about playing a triangle. So the triangle goes from the half wall, or the hash marks, to the point, to the high slot. And it's going to cover the majority of the area that they're going to cover. It's, again, just sort of a quick reference for them. It makes it really easy for them to learn and comprehend what exactly I'm looking for within the D zone. So let's talk about the point first. So this is the main coverage. This is the primary responsibility of the winger, is to make sure this defenseman is not able to get a good quality shot on net or make any sort of plays to the back side of the ice. So when we attack the point, we did a whole video on this, and so we'll go over it really quickly, but we want to make sure we're doing two things. Number one, we're approaching big so that we're taking away time and space. From a perspective standpoint, that means one hand on the stick until you get close, until you get into an area where you're ready to engage. Then you go to two hands on the stick. The other thing we want to do is we want to attack stick on stick, body on body. And so what I'm referring to there is that we're not attacking our body and stick on the puck where a simple pull either direction gets us beat. So this is one of the mistakes that a lot of forwards make, is they come in, they attack only the stick, the defenseman makes a little slip move, and then the forward goes through for a big loop out into the neutral zone. So we want to attack stick on stick, body on body. If it's not a checking division, you don't have to finish your check. This is just good fundamental defense. It gets us in the habits of not doing the big reaches that get us beat, and it also makes sure that we minimize the chance that this defenseman is going to be able to make a play on us. This puck moves down here, down to the corner. We're going to talk about the way we cover. So again, we're responsible for the point. What we don't want to do is, as this puck's here, is we don't want to turn our back to our defenseman. As we turn our back, this allows that defenseman to move around the ice freely and us really have no idea where he's at. So again, he's our coverage. So what we want to do is we want to take a step off the half wall, or off the boards, and we want to get ourselves in a position where I can see both the defender and I can see the puck. So now I've got my two primary vision responsibilities here. I've got my point, I've got my forward down here. One of the things that happens a lot, and you see it at every level, is this defenseman gets beat and a forward walks off this half wall here and takes a good quality scoring chance. So what we want to do is we want to be in a position, so standing just off the hash marks, just off the wall, we want to be in a position where if this forward starts to walk out, we're able to at least support. And so again, you have to think about it in terms of who is the more dangerous player on the ice. So in this case, obviously, a guy walking off the half wall into this area for a shot is much more dangerous than a shot coming from 100 feet away. So what we want to do is make sure that if that defenseman gets beat, our stick is in the middle of the ice. You actually want to give them that pass to the point, because that's, again, a much less dangerous play, and now you at least have the ability to attack where this guy's not going to be able to walk in clean and take a good quality shot on net. So the other thing for this is obviously the breakout pass. We get back here, we get to the wall, we get ourselves in a position to catch a breakout pass. The second we identify there's a turnover, get back into defensive position, and that's where a lot of guys also get caught, is they're slow to transition between ready for breakout, ready for defense. And so the good rule of thumb, if we have control of the puck, you're on offense. If we have clear control of the puck, offense. Lose control at all, defense. And again, in a way where we can actually see both plays. Next, we're going to talk about the middle, the final point here, and that's where we've got a puck in the corner, the opposite side. So now probably our defenseman has shifted to the middle of the ice. We're going to actually support in the high slot. You can be a little bit higher. You can usually be anywhere from the hash marks to the top of the circles, again, depending on actual system preference and coach preference. For my guys, I like them to be a little bit lower. I like them to help out in the high slot. And what you're doing here is you're just a safety valve. Again, identifying dangerous portions of the ice. If a defenseman gets beat from the corner, maybe our defenseman has to run to the corner to help. Now at least I'm in an area where I can support the most dangerous area of the ice. Again, that shot from the point, much less dangerous than somebody walking into the high slot and being able to take a clean, uncontested shot. So again, try to keep the D zone simple. We're going to go through the coverage from the defensemen and the centers in some subsequent videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time at M2 Hockey and HockeyShare.com.